we'll see Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mitchell Trubisky taking the field to lead Chicago. Trubisky, the Ohio native, went to North Carolina, then drafted by these Bears as the number 2 pick in 2017.
Well, I talk with people around the league about Mitchell Trubisky when he's coming out of North Carolina. Those that had questions about him, they often centered in on the fact that he was only a one-year starter and wondered why he couldn't beat out the guy ahead of him beforehand. I just locked in on the athletic ability, the accuracy, and then once he got the football, how the team responded to him. I think his upside is big.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Allen Robinson.
The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 4 catches, 58 yards, and a score.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
38-yard line.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
At the 47-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, it's Trubisky. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. And the sack parade continues. Remember last week, they had an astounding 8 sacks, another one there on the opening drive.
And they have the mentality of just attacking the quarterback.
And he's going to go down again. J.J. Watt in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Now Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
It was good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
A gain of 12.
3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Mahomes firing complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And it's complete to Kelsey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for second and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Complete to
Julio Jones. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
5-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Trubisky over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They go play action. Trubisky gonna let one flip, and that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe there that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Trubisky. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the pressure gets to him again. Bud Dupree providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And now let's discuss Julio Jones. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Saquon Barkley. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the draw, this is Barkley. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. Stephon Tuitt on the stop. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They go play fake. Mahomes. And Pascal's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, If you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Again, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Flushed out right. He is going to find Hill here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 15-yard touchdown run, and the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him start to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there, and in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears now ready to take over again. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On 1st down, Trubisky. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. That'll bring up second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Here's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Runs through the contact. Still fighting. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
Chicago Bears.
Steps and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. On third down, Trubisky sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Now a timeout coming here defensively, as on fourth down, may as well make him punt it.
For the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll get started up at Lambeau. Denver in town to take on Green Bay. And a touchdown separating these two as they've gone to halftime. Aaron Rodgers with 2 touchdown passes. From there, we're off to check out another game. And it was the visiting LA Rams who get the victory in that one. 35-21, the final score. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting L.A. Chargers. Devin Singletary, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They go to Elliott again. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
On the carry.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Third down.
On third down, Elliott. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
On the tackle.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to try and throw. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Holding offense.
What's the deal, y'all? So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing here, Trubisky. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
That's a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Rolling to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
First down, a run with Cohen. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down at 4, Trubisky got a man. It's Berrios complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
That's good.
Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Now it's Trubisky. That's complete right around the 8. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
Complete.
So that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
The extra point.
And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Chiefs take over first and 10.
And now here comes Kansas City. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a first and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on first and 10 at their own 24. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. But it'll be second down. We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, second and 10. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Trying to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
Mahomes now to throw. Buying time to his left. Caught. Kelce, left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And down to the 36-yard line here.
Number 26.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
The tackle made at
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
brings up second and 3.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 29. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Mahomes now on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Brings up fourth down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
On the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
5-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The Bears on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Watch out for Hill on the return. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
24-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
1st and goal at the 9-yard
Our field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. J.J. Watt, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Complete to Tariq.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He was brought down at the 45.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football. But they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bifema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 8. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Barkley again.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to like. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Mahomes pass.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The drive starts with a completion, left side. Not much there, only a yard. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
At the 46-yard line.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Allen Robinson.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Shrugs him off. He'll buy some time, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Devin Bush in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Out to his left, and he's going to keep it here. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A big chunk of real estate covered on the scramble, but it will be 3rd and goal. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Throwing now is Trubisky, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Here's Mecole Hardman. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Mahomes to throw. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man. Complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Gain of 30. First down, Kansas City.
Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. This from 51 yards for the win. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on.
They knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Kansas City, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.